Hello and welcome to the Polish Grand Prix, round 9 out of 10. We have 10 points separating the top two in the championship. Justin is racing around this beautiful track in Bialowieza, if that is a place in Poland. Sadly, my Polish co-commentator Polak is not here with me today, as is, neither is Laguno, the championship rival for Justin. And that is pretty much the hugest twist, that we've ever seen this season. Laguno is already 10 points behind him in the standings, and Justin will therefore get his first chance to wrap up the championship today. So we have now got a few drivers already pushing on their first laps in qualifying, including Joris, who is pretty far back here. We have Strudel already on lap 2 and pushing. Alexian is racing as his teammate today for Aston Martin because Pigeon has retired again, and so Alexian finally makes it back into a race. And there's quite a few spots just being free now in UMRL. We have Guillermo not racing that often anymore. We have the likes of Juanvi or Smooth also no longer in there, and that's why we see this new generation. What can they do right now? We see Justin on provisional pole, though, one of the more experienced drivers as well now, and the number one favorite to win the championship for Minardi with a 33.57. That's faster than most drivers throughout this weekend have ever gone. Ludwig with a 67 is also very much up there, but a 10th behind the Flying Dutchman. Phoenix in third place. He is racing for for Hurricane Racing Team right here, and that's Strudel in the Aston pushing on through these sweepers which make up the back straight. Pretty much in these cars it is flat out. We see the drivers taking the different racing lines through the following hairpins, which kind of remind you of a hill climb race as you go up or down a hill. And now we have Pigeon on pole position. That's not an unusual sight around here. He took pole position last time out around here in round 10, which was one of the craziest races ever. Pigeon is racing for MP Motorsport today instead of Sigmabob, who was supposed to be here. 33.45 is his record from one season ago, and right now he is back up there. MP Motorsport in last, clearly throughout this entire season, and now it could be him and the title favorite on the front row here. Nitro has also jumped Ludwig, and Strudel has done so too. So they are now on the second row here. And we are on the final lap of qualifying. Let's pick up the driver who is going to finish this session. It is Matt in the APA, still pushing on with Strudel and Phoenix. This group has been together throughout the entire session. Seems like Matt has been the quicker one on average. How is it going to look as we approach the line, accelerating up through turn 20, the very fast right-hander, stupid. It doesn't seem like there's any improvement. Elcrack around here is also taking pole position back in season 3. Magim did not improve in Seguin. Ludwig back up to the front row. Justin cannot improve, and he is off it. He's in P3. Nitro also not improving. The man with the most pole positions not picking up one around here. Eloxian down in 18th place with a 33.93. We got the entire field in 33 times. Justin and Nitro separated by just 100th of a second on the second row. Strudel up in 5th place, tied with Phoenix. He hasn't been fighting in the higher points for a long time at least. Seguin, the only S25M Williams on the screen right here. He's ahead of Joris in the second one time. Majumdar, Toaster in P10, Paradrive down in 11th place. The two Etrurias in 12th and 13th. Matt in P14 ahead of Piggy, our only champion on the grid today. Fede in 16th place, Lozy and Eloxian on the final row. It truly is a pole land for Pigeon. Can he convert it to a good result as well? We've seen him take a second podium of his career this season, but I think it's very hard to estimate his true level now. Surely that wasn't the only crazy thing to happen today. We have a 10% possibility of rain. And now let's go racing for the second to last time this season. All right, all right, all right. We have championships to be won
Okay.
for the first time this season. If Justin finishes on the podium, he's basically guaranteed to win it. We have Pigeon and Ludwig on the front row, though. To the 5 lights we go in Poland, and Ludwig is slotting in behind Pigeon, trying to get to that crucial inside line. Justin is also up there. Phoenix in 4th place with a great start from 6th on the grid. Nitro dropping back just a little bit. Seguin still in, also gaining a spot. Pigeon is off the road. He goes for intermediate ties at the start. What is he doing? We have a 10% chance of rain. He tried to make a crazy gamble, even though he was in the lead of the race. He said he would go for the inters if the rain was announced, but it just wasn't. Instead, we have the other bird now leading the way. Phoenix in 1st place, Ludwig 2nd place in the Ivanova GP, Seguin in P3 now, Justin in P4. Then we have Joris and Nitro, the 2 1-times up there. Majumdar also with a nice start from 9th on the grid. And then we have Paradrive in the other S25M Williams with the special livery for Nickel again, as it's his 2nd to last race ever. And that is the livery from Maple Syrup Racing, his first AMRL team before S25M. And now we go down the main straights again with everybody brawling for 2nd place. Only Phoenix leading the way for Hurricane Racing Team. Justin in the middle of Ludwig and Nitro there. Then it's Seguin and Joris also right there. Joris throwing it to the inside of turn 9. And Ludwig is going wide. Everybody is going to fall victim sooner or later. They are all just holding each other up at the moment. Justin and Nitro going through that section. Very nice for wheel-to-wheel battle, but you really have to force the other opponent into an error to really gain time there, or to gain the position, or otherwise you're just gonna lose time. And all that, it seems like
let us see the position.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
Instead of the fastest lap.
Yeah, all good.
That's not a problem.
And that is just a disconnection for Pigeon now, as it seems. That's what I'm seeing from the stream. Yeah, I apologize for for the incident. Yeah. Well, we have Phoenix in 1st place. Nitro now in a bit of a clearer 2nd place, just like in Monaco, where he swapped positions. No, he finished 2nd on the road in Monaco, but then swapped positions with Justin, so they are in the same places again. But Joris in 4th place, chasing championship leader on the soft tires, throwing it to the inside in turn 14, but the move is difficult to be done. He does it though, the Briton, with an amazing move on the Flying Dutchman. Majumdar in 5th place, Paradrive in 6th. He is looking for another podium. I think he's only one of a few drivers who managed to get multiple podiums, but there's only been 2 for everybody apart from Justin and Laguna, the ones who could once again set themselves apart. Justin is repassing Joris, heading down the back straight now. Paradrive behind them. Majumdar, Ludwig, 2 Albanovas, and Seguin side by side with Toaster, the other Minardi, also in the fight. Piggy, the only remaining MP Motorsport, Cozy, and Fede are sent off behind that, and Seguin and Toaster just managed to get out there unscathed, and that's Strudel now going up into the points positions. I think the graphic just jumping for a minute, but I still have to stay up there. Phoenix and the 2 1-times now settling on the podium, right, as Justin is still losing places here. Now let me see the stats. Yeah, Justin can win the championship in Poland if he wins, takes 2nd place or 3rd, pole position and the fastest lap. So he really has to take P2 now, but also if he finishes as high up as he would right now, it would be mathematically very, very difficult for Laguna to still catch up in the final round, unless Justin is gonna miss that one. But he said in the most recent interview that he's not planning to do that. He is practicing the bare minimum because of his final exams, which are also coming up, but yeah, he is just still one of the best performing drivers right now. I would say Nitro is definitely up there. Laguna, of course. Yeah, very nice to see Nitro performing as he does right now, and he goes for his first pit stop of the race. It's Nitro in 12th place. We have the two Minardis now performing very nicely indeed, ahead of the two S25M Williams. Justin being shuffled out wide in turn 20. Joris going for his pit stop. And the two Etrurias still struggling a little bit. It's still a close fight for second place in the championship between them, S25M Williams, and One Time. Okay, let me just focus on the stream for a moment. It's the typical Poland problems. Just enjoy these amazing fights. Goodbye. So it is 0 stops after 10 laps for Phoenix still, but he is carrying on these medium tires, and I can tell you from experience that this is a very tire demanding track here, also for the mediums. After 11 laps, the mediums are supposed to last 10 to 15. I think as soon as we reached lap 11, you lose a lot of time. I stayed out on the softs in UMRL for 1 lap more than the others and lost like 5 positions, I don't know. Okay, Telstar and Seguin therefore go into the pit lane at the end of lap 11. Nitro is still carrying... No, he's not carrying on. He, of course, has gone for the undercut and now is in clear second place. As you can see, Phoenix still with about a pit stop left to Nitro. We are going to see what is going to happen in terms of the battle for the lead around here. Joas in third place, also in mediums. Again, Majumdar in fourth and Majumdar in fourth and fifth, of course. The Albanovas in fourth and fifth. Seguin, Toaster onto the grass there. Paradrive going past. And now it's the Williams ahead of the Minardis. I'm gonna have to do some calculations, but I think they would still win the championship at the moment. Fede is also passing the team owner, though, in the APA. The other one of Matt is a bit further down in the fight with Strudel, Elcrack, Piggy, Alexian, and Kozil. Alexian started all the way down in 18th place, is gonna gain another one on his teammate now. Elcrack also forced onto the gravel on the straight, as it seems. We go 3 wide there. Alexian bumping into Piggy and Elcrack, going ahead for just the moment, but they dive back down the inside in the third of these hairpins, which might even be the easiest overtaking spot here, before going into that double left-hander. And yeah, we have Phoenix, who has pitted and lost both positions to the one times. That might be a long-term investment in strategy, but right now, clearly not the race lead. He's given the 1-2 to the French team, who would desperately need that still in the fight for second place, and also just they haven't got a win in so long. Nitro coming very close for third time now. He didn't really get close in Monaco, even though that was an outstanding performance by him, even behind Laguno. But of course in Spain, where they also helped together with Laguno, Nitro and Laguno, and they finished less than a second behind Sigmaborg. Yeah, Kozil is back in the Etruria Racing Team car, of course. Strudel has now signed the contract with Aston Martin and can't race for them anymore, do any wonders like he did in Brazil. Now there is a battle brewing itself together for second place. Phoenix with a mistake, and that is surely his lead lost now, even if he would come back later in the race with the long stint on the hard tires. That is 3 positions gone now. Joris, Paradrive, Majumdar, and Ludwig. Now the order ahead of Pigeon. Paradrive is the only one on soft tires right now there. Majumdar still all over his back. They are hugging the curbs through the hairpins, as Joris seemingly is already sliding again. Phoenix trying to come back at Ludwig, the American, now without any slipstream, because Magimdar is just that far ahead. We have two battles here. Joris and Paradrive side by side, going through the first few corners into turn 9 then. Paradrive clearly ahead of the Briton and up into second place. Soft Tires doing the work for him. And Justin again struggling in the midfield, just like we saw in Brazil already, and just like we saw from the championship contenders as a whole. The consistency is what sets themselves apart from the rest, but not so much all the single race performances. We go to the lead of the race then. Paradrive up into P1, past Nitro as well. But these soft tires are going to give up very, very soon. Nitro is going to pick up the slipstream now. But I don't think that it's going to be possible for Pero to even pull a gap right now. Is he back in a fight for a race win? Something that he's not really been ever this season. We had this huge brawl for P1, of course, with Nitro, with Ludwig, with Strudel and Kozil, all of the drivers who tried to win the first race ever. But now it is Paradrive right up there. And second stop has already been made by Nitro. He goes down to 12th place. Still super tight gaps. There's kind of two packs forming here, and Nitro is currently in the second one. Tutorias and Alexian leading it. Alexian's race so far seeming like a nice comeback, at least into the points, but he goes very wide. Nitro also goes very wide behind that. Joris and Ludwig, that's the front gang coming out of the pit lane behind him. They're also now going to have to pass Kozil and Strudel first, and Nitro with the other Aston and the other Etruria still ahead of him, and they are also fighting. And now we have rain. Wow, that is shaking up the race completely. Majimdar is going to go into the pit lane. No, it's Justin taking away the lead of the race. Phoenix back up there. They stay out. The rain's still taking so long. What? Toaster goes into the pit lane. Matt goes into the pit lane. They are all still out there, pushing on. It's going to take a while until the rain comes, but now, as we go into the hairpins where you need the grip, it is Phoenix and Justin battling for P1. But at an extremely low grip, with the old tires as well. Paradrive throwing it to the inside of Nitro. Seguin trying to come back after he's, I think, lost a few positions again. And we have the two Williams and Nitro and Majimdar crashing into each other as they try to slow it down for these hairpins. Majimdar nearly hitting the pit wall. Paradrive is in the lead of the race on medium tires. Where are the Inter guys? It's Toaster now. That's the favorite for the win. What's happened there? Nitro is still carrying on hard tires. He tries to overcome the rain like that, but it's very, very hard to do around this track. Yeah. Wow, and a big crash between Ludwig and Justin heading into the hairpin, but that was already in the kink of the straight. They just can't keep it on the road, even in the pseudo straights around here. And Elkrug suddenly sees himself as a favorite for the podium. Maybe Paradrive is yet to pit here, and still quite a long way ahead. And it is going to dry up now. Paradrive being shoved off the road by Phoenix, though. That was quite a fierce wheel-to-wheel battle there. But Elkrug is past the Slovenian for the moment now. Now the grip has switched sides and Paradrive is escaping again. Yeah, where is he going to be now? Is Toaster going to opt for the pit stop now? Yes, he will. Phoenix also doing so. Paradrive, of course, staying out. No gambles from Toaster or Phoenix. What you could have expected, maybe. I think Phoenix is more on the rational side. Toaster, not all the time, but he is trying to win a championship today with his own team. Kozil, one of the gamblers for Etruria Racing Team in P3. Now the sunny weather is coming out, and it will probably take some time at the very least until the rain returns. Ludwig and Toaster wheel to wheel in the final part of the lap. Strudel retiring from the race. Aston Martin only have Alexian left in P11 right now. Ludwig all over the back of Toaster still. Well, not close enough to attempt any move in these flat out first few corners. They hit the barrier a bit, I think, because they're not so flat out as you lose a bit of grip on these tires. And heavy rain is returning. Okay, so it's not taking too long, but now, yeah, you either gamble or you don't. Nobody really benefiting off that except for maybe Siegwin, who was on the soft tires trying to regain a few spots, but he is very, very far down, and Eloxian becomes the third retirement, but the second one for Aston Martin. Wow. Second DNF for him in a row around this track. Nitro goes for the wets. Joris on Inters, his teammate. One time splitting up the strategy as well, and it looks like it's the better call for Joris, with Toaster capitalizing off a mistake right there. Toaster onto the podium. Justin in 6th place, not too far off, but the gaps at the front remain the biggest. And it's still Paradrive at the very front, of course. Wow, very, very hard to keep track of that. So many different teams. But we see the favorites still up there. We see Phoenix, who took the lead in the opening part of the race. Behind Justin, he's having to catch up a little bit. Up in 6th place. Losian intermediate tires in the other Hurricane Racing team. And it's Piggy in 9th place, Kozil, Fede, and Toaster, who's pitted. And that is not going to work out. He is gaining a few spots right now on the soft tires, putting in a few qualifying-ish happens here. But he's going to have to go for the intermediate tires again. Will he? No. He is probably fed up now and just hopes that is going to be a fake rain, as we say. Oh, and Piggy has been pushed off by Toaster here. Big, big off by Piggy into the gravel trap on the outside of these first few kinks. And what does this mean for Minardi now? All of the drivers here have still stayed out on the grippy tires. Yeah, Trio Racing Team on for double points at least. Something that's a bit rarer this season, I would say. And Ludwig has also got to prove himself again in the rain after messing up in Imola. He of course showed his masterclass in Malaysia in his rookie season. But he's side by side with Joris, heading down towards, I think, turn 5 or 6, that is, the first proper corner on this track, and they hit the wall on the outside of it. Justin gaining the place against Joris right now. Joris running his car a bit wide there. Ludwig staying clear because of that, but Justin coming through. Nitro and Paris still out there in 1st and 2nd place. Joris being pushed wide. That's an easy misjudgment by the drivers to be made in the side-by-side action there. As they try to line up the next corner, they just push off the drivers behind them. Joris still in there, but there might be some investigations from many drivers here, as they try to keep it on track in a wet Bialowieza. Also, I'm supposed to say Polska Górą. I'm not sure what that means. Also, Google doesn't tell me what it means, but I was supposed to say that last season. Couldn't do so, because I forgot. Ah, Polak told me to say something. What is this? Okay, hang on. Witamy Rzeczpospolitej Polskiej. Welcome in Poland. Okay. I probably should have said that at the start, but oh no, he just sent it 20 minutes ago. Well, it is still big gaps at the front of the field. We might see another win for S25 and Williams Racing, even though Laguno is not here. Hairdrive in for his 4th pit stop of the race already. We have 10 laps to go as we cross the line. Nitro, Justin, they all go for the medium tires to the end of the race. Ludwig on soft tires though. Kozil charging through in the intermediate tires just for a moment again. He was happy to gamble. And he does so again. Ludwig, Joris, Phoenix, Elkrak, Majumdar, Lozi, Fede, and Piggy, the top 12 in this race. Matt just outside of them, and Toaster as well, of course. Messing up with the slick tires too soon. And he still had to pit now for another set of medium tires. Okay, so what I said was that if Williams don't outscore Minardi by 9 points, Minardi are champions. I don't think that's entirely true because of the swap in positions between
the race. Man.
I'm not streaming anymore,
okay,
bro. I can't
now
do
that's
anything.
to trying to streaming. Okay, never mind.
Okay. Fede in 8th place, look at this. Majumdar still out there on intermediate tires. He is taking over the role of Ludwig down at Albanova. And the rain is coming up. Oh, Majumdar braking heavily, as it seems, to defend from Kozio and Piggy. It's not working out in this particular moment, but it will in just a few seconds. Oh, is this lag from Fede? No, I think it's just lag from my side. It might be lag from Fede. Maybe T2 watch this. I'm not sure. Yeah, we have the rain back out. We have the top drivers very hesitant to come into the pit lane. Justin, not so much. And he's already over the back of Elkrak, the Italian driver who's taken so many podiums, struggling more this season. And he is down to 7th place again. Justin now catching up to Phoenix. Yeah, and he stays out because the rain has already disappeared again. Justin could be cooked. Let me watch this Tito, bro. I'm not sure if he's gonna follow that. You're probably seeing it better than I do. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, that looks quite clearly. Okay, yeah, you can't have a normal race around Poland. You have Justin doing lap after lap on intermediate tires. We have just a few laps to go. I'm not sure what would cost him more right now, but it's costing him the position against Elkrak again. And so the title battle is very much going to stay open for the final rounds at the Kaimi Ring in Finland. That's also going to be a crazy one. One of the tracks that's raced on the absolute least in the online lobbies. Many corners to just miss from my experience. So that might be very chaotic, and Justin and Laguno have often just been caught up in the mess. Still, I think there's many drivers that are going to be happy with this result today. Paradrive on for his first win. Poland has always delivered some surprises. In Season 3 it has been Elkrak and Laguno with the pole and the win. That's alright. But then of course we had Pigeon and Toaster last season. And now it seems like Paradrive might finally do it. Get his first win. He of course blundered one back in Season 7 Round 2. He was a bit more inexperienced. Just new to the top driver game. And dropped it on the second to last lap. Lost it again then to Krusnet in a photo finish. That really was his last clear opportunity before today. Ludwig will get his first podium of the season. It's been a long time coming for him, even though he's really had his struggles after the misery of Imola that could have been so great as well. Phoenix with one of the best drives of his career. Definitely hasn't been this high up ever before, and Joros neither for him. but he is improving rapidly in the fight in UMRL. Of course, he's won the UMRL championship too. And Elkrak can be happy with 6th place at least, I think. Yeah, Joris with 3 11th places in his career so far in UMRL. And we are on the final lap of the race. Paradrive is going to do it. S25M Williams and Maple Syrup Racing on top in Season 7. But it is Paradrive this time taking the checkered flag. Williams with big points in Poland. Paradrive, his first career win, denying Nitro once more. But Paradrive finally getting this dream done. After 1.5 seasons of recovering back to the front. Poland delivering another surprise winner. Fantastic. Ludwig on the podium as well. They will all be very happy today. Phoenix in P4 as well. Joris in 5th. We have some experienced drivers. We have some new drivers. But they are all completely mixed through. That's amazing. Elkrak in 6th place. The best Etruria racing team today. The best Minardi in the end is Justin down in 8th place. On the Intertire. Don't even need to do the calculations here. Yeah, I said S25 and Williams have to outscore Minardi by 9 points. That has not happened today. Justin in 8th, hanging on to his Intertires towards the end. And he's lost the position to Piggy off screen as well. Majimdar 9th place. Very solid drive still. He was also caught or sitting as a sitting duck on the Intertires then. I think Kozil in 10th place. Matt 11th. Points for him again. 2nd points of the season for him. Toaster just inside the points. Lozy outside of them. Sigwin. He was in that absolute chaos at the start of the race. Then 14th place only. Then Fetty P15. Alexian and Strudel. Both Aston Martins out. And the pole sitter Pigeon in the MP Motorsport. How is his career continuing? It really seems more and more like seasons 3 and 4 all over again. And here are the provisional standings before our final race of the season in Finland. 16 points still give a clear advantage to Justin, who is in the championship lead. But we all know that Laguna will give everything to take his 3rd Drivers' Championship. Sigmund Bob doesn't race, and Paradrive with the win today will most likely have P4 for himself already. Toaster without any points for the first time since Hockenheim. Ludwig with the first podium for him and Ivanovic GP this season now. Ahead of Tyne, Sigwin and Strudel, who drops out of the top 10. Going into the season, we could hope for Minardi to fight with Etruria with the other Italian team, and also with S25M Williams, that they could fight for a title. Justin remained the clear favorite, and therefore it's never really been in doubt. Unbelievable. But next week we can see a new team being crowned champions for the first time since spring 2025. Well, what a race this has been. Poland will always be a high cortisol track for me, but I think it was a crazy enjoyable experience again. One of the greatest tracks also from my experiences. And we hope to see you for the final showdown at the Kaimi Ring. We have Justin still in it. Justin, of course, still in it. We have Laguno still in it because of Justin's struggles. Can I say mistakes? It's just been... wow, we need Krusnet with the strategy board to analyze this again. Yeah, Finland could just be more of the same when the Ultimate Mobile Racing League returns. Thank you, guys.